Good morning, my dear children. Today we can discuss about the unemployment problem and the different working sectors of our economy. So, unemployment, as if I have defined about the employment, this is also a situation where the people who are able and willing to work, they may not find jobs or activities to provide them with means of living. So, children, you just remember that the people who are able and willing, that's of prime importance there, because who are able and who are willing to work, such persons, they cannot find some jobs or activities to provide them with means of living. So, I have already mentioned before that people do a variety of work. Sometimes maybe in the farms, sometimes maybe in the factories, sometimes maybe in the banks, sometimes maybe in the shops, isn't it? Sometimes in the house itself. So, whatever may be, if a person, he cannot able or find a particular activities or economic activities which provides them with the means of living, we can call them as unemployed person. And which are the two types of working sectors? Formal sector, that is, we can call it as also organized sector. And the second one is the informal sector or unorganized sector. Children, that word itself, organized sector or formal, means some word, it is structured. Organized, all the policies, all the activities in such sector is in an organized manner. And whereas in informal sector, all the activities not maybe in an organized manner also. So, children, we will discuss about what are the features of the formal organization. Formal organization is a well-defined structure of authority and responsibility that defines the delegation of authority and the relationships among the various organizational members. So, children, the formal organization means it has a well-defined structure of authority. That is, the authority vests with some people and the responsibilities also. And that defines the delegation of the authority. That is, to whom this powers are entrusted or vested with. And what are the relationship among the various organizational members? It is clearly well defined in that. We know that various members are there in that organization, and all these relationships, their powers, their authorities, all are well defined in that organization. And that organization works with a set of policies, plans, procedures, schedules and programs. That is, it has a set of policies, various policies are there, various plans are there, various procedures, schedules and programs are there. So, as per only that organization works out also. And most of the decisions in that organizations are based on predetermined policies. It's not planned today or in the near future. It all has predetermined before itself. So, according to that, as per the determined what plans only, it works out. And it is a deliberately designed structure with formal authorities, responsibilities, rules, regulations and channels of communications. Children, if it is a formal organization means, what is that? I told you that that authority to whom the powers are vested with, it was clearly defined before, and whom the responsibilities as well as the rules, the regulations that we have to strictly adhere, all are predetermined, and the channels of communication to whom they have to converse with, to whom they have to communicate with, all such decisions, all that policies, procedures are well defined and predetermined earlier. And as per the rules and the regulations what they have decided before, that as a member of that organization, whoever is a working agent or working partner, they have to strictly adhere to such rules and regulations. Features of the formal organization. So as if I told you now, it is given as points. First of all, it is deliberately created structure. Second one is job oriented one. Third one is about the division of the work. Fourth one is departmentation. Fifth one is formal authority. Sixth one is delegation. Seventh one is coordination. Eighth one, based on principles of organizing. So children, these are all the different features of the formal organization. So as if I have explained, deliberately created structure, a well structure will be there for such an organization. That means, that is, a physical structure will be given before itself. And it is job oriented one. That is for the sake of what? Yes, we know that I told you about the different economic activities. So here also it is a job oriented organization. So those who are in need of a job, they are ready to give that job to that needy person. Then division of the work. What is about the division of the work? Yes, that is specializations. According to our specialization, they divide the work into different departments and they have assigned each work to the person who are specialized in such an activities. That is about the division of the work. And it also increases the profitability of an organization. Specialization and the division of the labor is an important what means to increase the profitability of an organization. Then departmentation. As if I told you that all the authorities, responsibilities are predetermined and they have what? Yes, they have given a well structure to that. So they have divided the entire activities into different departments, and those who are specialized in such works, they are assigned in different departments also. And the next point is about the formal authority. That is, the authorities or the work or the power given is also a formal one. Then delegation of authorities. That is the assigning the different powers among the persons who are well qualified for such activities. The next one is about the coordination. You know that if we have divided into different departments, an entire coordination of such departments is an what? A prerequisite factor. If we can't coordinate properly, we cannot maintain the discipline in such an organization. Last one, based on the principles of organizing. So for the proper coordination of all these sectors, we have to apply some principles of organization. Then only we can just maintain well its discipline and the functioning of such institutions. So these are all the features of the formal organization. Next, features of the informal sector. What are the different features of the informal sector? The first one is do not get regular income. So this is actually in contrast to the formal sector. Informal sector, all, yes, it is secured. All are secured in an formal sectors, because I told you that the functioning of such an institutions are based on predetermined policies and plans. Here no other plans are there. So here we can see that in this image, those are engaged in this what works. So they do not get regular income also. Do not have protection from the government. Some other accidents happen in between this work. They do not get security or protection from the government also. Because as it is informal, no other people or no other institutions are responsible for such accidents happen for them. Workers are dismissed without any compensation. Here, whenever the need arises, that the workers are dismissed. That means without any compensation, without any security. Whereas in formal organization, yes, the entire security is given to the workers. And when they want to dismiss the workers, they will give full support for them, as some compensation will be given to the workers at the dismissal time also. But whereas in this informal sector, such securities are not given by any other institutions. And workers of this sector mainly lives in slum areas. So they actually where they live in slum areas. So children, you have to understand the difference between the formal as well as the informal sector. The formal sector means all I told you about, that is, it is operated based on the predetermined policies and plans, and it has a well-defined structure also, and all the activities, yes, are based upon the plans and the policies, and all the members in that formal institutions, they have to strictly adhere to such rules and the regulations. So children, this is about the formal sector and the informal sector. So thank you children for watching this video.